Good morning, everybody, and good evening to those that it is evening. Uh, it's the last day here, and I got major feels um, going on. Last night, I was lying in bed about to fall asleep and thinking about the fact that we head to Beirut in a day, and I actually got all teary in bed just thinking about the fact that I leave tomorrow. I don't want to go. It doesn't feel right to walk away at all. I don't. I was playing with the kids yesterday evening, and just sitting with them and watching them dance and laughing and being together. Like, it's got to a point now where we don't necessarily have to entertain or be doing. We can just be together, and I don't want to not be there anymore. But I know that it's part of this, that it's actually, I was thinking, the whole point of this trip was to experience, to learn, and to know, find out what I didn't know so that I could come back or go back to America and share these stories and lessons and journeys, hey Sean, and create a difference and make that change. So I know this is all part of it, but the leaving ain't so easy to do at all. Gautam and I were laughing yesterday how bonded we've become. As he was saying, we've done the full bonding your family now. On the phone yesterday, we didn't get to see him because he was out doing his service and I was with the kids, with Ian. But he was saying, we've decided probably you shouldn't go. And I said, I've decided I probably shouldn't go either. And the crazy thing is that, this is the first week, and next week is Beirut, and that is a whole other experience. Might get there and feel the same way. I know that my world's changed. I've learned so much in the last few days. I've had experiences that I've realized I'll never be able to explain. I'll never be able to do justice. I am so grateful that I have virtual reality technology with me so I can sort of immerse you guys in it so that at least you will feel some of it. But there's just some things in life, if you choose to find the things that most people don't know are happening, then there's just no way that you can explain it. There's no way you can make it known to others that haven't chosen to experience it, and I have to understand that. So it's going to be a funny little adventure, sort of trying to navigate through conversations when I return, because some of the stuff I don't think words just don't. They don't get it. But I have learned some very interesting things. Some serious, some not. I've definitely learned that once somebody likes you here, they're going to want to know everything you ate for breakfast. That seems to be the new topic of conversation every morning when I talk to Gautam or one of the girls. They're like, how was your breakfast? What did you eat? And I'll just sort of start with hi, Patrick. I'll start with, oh yeah, I had a good breakfast, thanks. So I just had some food. And they're like, what? Like, what did you eat? I'm like, oh, okay. I had carrots and I had squash. And they're like, yes, what else? I'm like, okay, let's get into it. I had green tea, but now they're teasing me because I can't eat the Indian food, and they all think it's very funny that I just am existing on carrots, which they're like, you're disappearing since you got here. I'm like, I know, I could only eat carrots. It's not easy. But it has been definitely a challenge, lots of seeds and carrots. But I've also learnt that apparently toilet paper is an optional item in India. But I know they sell it in the store because I was there and it was in the store. But I haven't really seen it much, which is different. Which now I understand why they call it a washroom, because it's different here. That's been an experience. I've definitely learned that when you go shopping by yourself at a department store in India as a woman, it's more of an entertainment situation for most people there. I felt very much head down, keep going. And I also learned that no matter how much you tell the man in beds and sheeting that you don't want bed sheets, he doesn't believe you, and he's going to follow you around until you make it very clear that you don't have a bed to put the bed sheets on. I've learned that just putting a dot on your head makes you beautiful to a whole culture of people that before didn't see that in you, which is pretty profound. I've learned that the women here are so kind and concerned and focused on the things that like are in your heart. It's really interesting. Their level, like the version of gossip and the version of girly talk that I'm used to, that is sort of more superficial, doesn't exist here. They giggle and gossip about love and heart. And it's so beautiful, like when they were asking me whether I was married and all that sort of stuff. The way that they did it, I'm used to the conversation being very different. And it was so beautiful the way it happened. I've definitely learnt that there's a hunger in those that are hungry here, in their eyes, that is deeper and more profound than anything I've ever experienced. Most of us know. But I've also learned something that I will never forget and never unsee, that when you look at them and you see the hunger in their eyes, it's actually not their tummies talking. It's their hearts talking. Because before I gave them the food, before it could get to their stomach, if I actually smiled at them, sat with them, handed it to them, the fear in their eyes and that pain and that hunger went away. And what was left was the same wateriness became this shininess and this joy and beauty and connection that was like, I'm full, I'm happy, I'm content, and I hadn't even left the food with them. So I'd say the greatest lesson I've learned is that the pain in a person can be removed in 1 second with love. And I saw it in the kids, and I've seen it every day with them, that those are children that their story was going to be not a good story. And because of the love of Gautam and his family and their bigger family, these kids have been able to change their story through love. And that's all that changed. And I think it's a really important lesson for us to understand. All you have to offer another human is love. And they are full. I know that now. So today, talking about love, I'm going to go back to the kids and we're going to play cricket together. I bought them a cricket set, and as well as a whole lot of art supplies. Yesterday we did art, and I've promised them today we're going to play cricket. And I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be hard to say goodbye to them at the end of the day, though. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have trouble leaving them. I'm going to have trouble leaving Gautam and his family. Even though I can't speak English I speak to his parents, there's this bonding going on that is really unique. And to me, I feel a very strong bond to Gautam, to see in him that unwielding, non-compromising need to do something that drives me every day, that sometimes makes me hard to be around, and that sometimes makes me somebody that I now see, because I've seen it in him, is laser too focused, like people always tell me to stop and smell the roses, and I look at them and think, well, there's roses on the way to making a difference, so I'll just smell them on the way. And I've now seen in him how sometimes it's important to take a moment, but it's going to be hard to at least have someone around that I'm like, oh, I feel you, brother. I feel you. So I look forward to surrounding myself with the helpers when I get back and making the difference in LA that I know I can make, and finding a way to combine that difference with the difference that we're going to make here too. Okay, now I'm rambling. I should have just finished on the love thing. That was a powerful point. Have a great day, and be good to all, and do your best to just give love. Last day, here we go. Bye.